Everybody's here. Excellent. Can I shut the door?
Yes.
Yes, Okay, good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Cold.
Good. Cold. It is cold.
OCD.
So today, Moses, put your phone away. Everybody put your phones away. I'm going to promise you this. If I don't see them out, then when we're working on an activity, you can use them.
Wow.
But if I see one out prior to that, we will not be able to use them. Sound good? Okay. Good morning. Today, our new poem. Yesterday, what was the poem about? Homage to the hips. Homage to the hips. And about what? Body image. Specifically whose? We talked about a little bit. Yeah, femininity, right? We talked about the female body a little bit, and gender. And gender being one aspect of somebody's individuality. Right? Remember this? Okay, today our poem is called OCD. And it's going to be about somebody who has OCD. Okay? I'll explain it a little bit to you. But first, I want you to do a quick write on the following. So on that lined piece of paper, I want you to write about an aspect of yourself. Hang on, let's wait until they get in here. Quickly, pull out a pencil, please. Pull out a pencil. Nope, Jasmine, you're here. Julie, you're in the back. Quickly, pull out a pencil or a pen. I want you to write about an aspect of who you are that people struggle to accept. Does anybody have any ideas or any questions about that? So like for me, when I go into social, like go to a party or hang out with friends, sometimes I'm really shy. And people kind of take that as rude. They're like, why is she so quiet? Right? Why is she so quiet? And they don't accept that. Could you have the opposite? Could you be really talkative and people are like, why doesn't that girl shut up? God, it's so annoying. Is that some of you? Right? What else could it be? What else could it be? Can somebody give me an idea of something that maybe...
Like a rude face.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, rude facial expression. People don't get that. Yes?
Sometimes I crack my knuckles really loudly and people are like, ew. That's
Okay. I'm glad that you brought that up. Sophie's bringing up like something that she does, right? I want you to talk more about who you are. Okay, like an aspect of who you are as a person. So shy or talkative is more about who you are, right? Yeah?
So like I can say that. So like when I say something, like I'm straightforward and I don't beat around the bush.
So Anaya's really blunt. Excellent.
And no filter.
Yeah, she doesn't have a filter, right? She's blunt. She says it like it is. And some people struggle with that, right? So do you guys kind of have an idea? Think about something that you're going to write about. Here's the rules for the quick write. You have to write consistently for 2 minutes. You cannot put your pencil down. However, I do not care about spelling or grammar or the way your sentences sound. I just want you to keep writing for 2 minutes about this. I want you to be as descriptive as possible. Okay, I'm going to tell you when to go. Do you have any questions? Yes, Abraham. I want you to write about an aspect of who you are that people struggle to accept.
Wait.
About an aspect of who you are. Are you really shy? Are you really talkative? Are you too blunt? That people struggle to accept. Okay? Good question. Yes, ma'am. You are writing on your paper. Okay, on your marks. It should be silent during this quick write. Do not let your pencils go down. I want you to continuously write. On your marks. Get set. Go. This is the poem that we're working on today, and this will be the assignment.
Okay, cool.
If you don't know what to write, I want you to write. I don't know what to write. Keep writing. I'm confused about what to write. I know this is the topic that I want to talk about, but I'm struggling with the specifics. It'll come to you as you keep writing. Okay? I want you to get in the practice of keeping your pencil on the paper. Brainstorming what's going on in your head, even if it isn't a perfect thought. Just get it out. Got 1 minute left. Keep that
Can I
pencil
have at
going.
least one cuss word in here?
Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Cuss. Go ahead. I won't require anything. You don't have to be filtered when you're writing this. Good question.
You better not come with that.
I will not. I promise. No parents will be called about what you're free writing. This is your personal information. If you don't want me to, I will not. This is more for your portfolio. Okay, 5 seconds. Get that last thought out. Good job, you guys. And stop. Put your pencils down. Okay, good. Now, here's what I want you to write about for the next 2 minutes. This is our last part. Why do you think tolerance is important? What is tolerance? Yes.
It's like if someone's really annoying and like they're bugging you, it's like you gotta just don't do anything. You like take it.
So you don't negatively react.
Yeah.
Excellent. What else?
Being able to accept who someone is.
I love accepting. Scott? Go ahead. Repeat it nice and loud.
Being able to accept who someone is.
Being able to accept who someone is, right? So an aspect of their personality may be very different, right? Sophie is much more talkative than I am if we were to go to a party, right? But I need to be accepting of who she is because she's different and it makes us individuals, right? Does that make sense? So I want you to write about why you think tolerance is important. You can relate it back to the issue that you wrote about previously, or you can write about tolerance in general. Yes?
Does it have to be like censored and stuff like that?
Nope, does not have to be censored. I just want you to write continuously. Okay, I'm going to let you know when. You have 2 minutes. On your marks. Get set.
They go?
Go. Don't put your pencil down. Keep your brain flowing. Why do you think tolerance is important? It can be in regards to the part of who you are that people struggle with, or it can be in regards to tolerance in general. Left. Keep that pencil moving. Good job. Maybe you're writing about why you think people should accept that hard part of who you are. Keep the pencil on the paper, please. Keep it going.
I'm not hearing her.
All right, you got a hand cramp. Okay, shake it out and then take it right back up. Got about 15 seconds. Get your last thoughts on the paper. Good job. And time. Ooh, hand cramps. Shake them out. Okay. Does anybody want to share what they wrote? You can totally pull out bits and pieces. You don't have to say everything if you're not comfortable with it. Okay? Abraham, you want to give me the gist of what you said? Hey, nice and loud though.
What does that mean, kids?
Like
Tolerance?
the main points of what she said.
I said tolerance is a huge part of life, just like patience. You need to accept and take stuff the way you are. Exactly. When I'm doing the test or writing, I always hear that there's always that one person that's more like this. And then.
And you should do what?
Tolerance.
Excellent. Excellent. I like that you made a real world connection to that. Excellent. Yes, Ania.
I said tolerance is important because if people just have that in there, people are mad about what they don't like about people. And there's no tolerance to do all that.
Excellent. So you're saying that it's a waste of time to focus on things you can't
Change about a person.
change about a person. I love that. Does anybody want to share anything about themselves that is difficult? Anaya.
I think everybody knows this, but I talk a lot, I know that, and I laugh a lot, but also, like, I have a resting bitch face for some reason.
Yeah.
Like, my dad always tells me, oh, you need to fix your face, I don't know what's wrong with you, but I'm like, there's nothing wrong with me.
That's just the way your facial expressions are. You guys have a similar situation? Sometimes you have inner thoughts going on and your facial expressions don't match. Sometimes they do. Yeah.
I said, I'm gay, and a lot of people don't accept that. Like, when I go in public, like, I don't know, I'm just comfortable expressing themselves,
Yeah.
and I don't care what people think. So if I have a significant other that I'm holding hands with or something, people look at me crazy.
Excellent. I love that you shared that. Excellent. So maybe something really personal about her identity other people struggle with. And she's saying, you should have tolerance because I'm not hurting you. This is who I am. Right? Okay, great. Now we are going to talk about this guy who has OCD, right? And this is an aspect of his individuality that people struggle with. Okay, I want you to see that connection. You guys have things that people struggle with. He's got something a little bit bigger. What is OCD? Close. Compulsive disorder. So it doesn't have to be cleaning. Some people associate it with that. It could be like,
They have stuff a certain way, if you move it, then it's
they're compulsive, right? They're obsessive over things being particular. It could be the amount of times they do something. It could be the way things are placed, right? Yes.
I could share a little bit. I worked in mental health
Great.
a few years out, like right out of college. I worked in a mental health facility, like working with people who had this. The two main things, like if you look at obsessive compulsive, there's the obsession, meaning that there's a thought, there's a fear, there's a worry, and something that's producing anxiety. And it could be something extreme, even though it's not connected to the thing that they're doing. An example is a woman who felt she had an obsessive worry about her family dying in an earthquake. That was like that was the deepest fear of it. But how it came out is that because of that obsession, because of that anxiety that kept coming, she had a compulsion, meaning she had to do something that's like ritualistic or something like specifically she had to pray for each person in her family in an exact perfect word for word prayer that she memorized and had every night. Something that would take her a half hour to do, and if she said one word wrong, she had to start over from the beginning. And she started doing this ritualistic thing to get rid of the anxiety, but it just amplifies it because you keep having it, because the ritual itself becomes a source of anxiety too, and so it builds on itself. So that's the extreme example. I mean, some people see a tidy, organized person and they think OCD, but this is a different level that we're talking about with OCD.
I think that's a great example, and one of the main things that he's talking about too is it's not in their control.
Yes.
Right? They're not choosing to do it. It's
No.
not like I'm crazy neat, so I'm gonna make sure everything is this way. Or I'm crazy worried, so I'm just gonna pray. They can't control it. They physically cannot turn it off.
Yeah.
And it is all consuming, right? Like they could be in an environment where an earthquake is not a priority, but it consumes them. Okay? So now we're gonna watch a poem about this guy. It's a love poem, but he's doing it in slam style. So like, what's the other poem that we listened to that was slam? Do you remember? Shake the Dust. Okay? So this guy is another famous slam poet. Okay? And he has OCD. Yeah, he is writing about an aspect of his individuality. Okay? Ready?
The first time I saw her, everything in my head went quiet. All the ticks, all the constantly refreshing images